What is going on, people? Welcome in. You are on the lifeboat. This is Captain Calhoun speaking. We are going to be painting today. And what's with the briefcase, you might ask? Well, that's all the only hard surface I could find to attach this canvas to. As you can see, I have thumbtacked my canvas to a briefcase. And that's going to have to suffice until I get something more professional. And I think it'll work just fine. So pretty excited to paint on the back of this briefcase that I just so happen to have lying around. Good to see you, Cindy. Dirty Mouse, Blessed to Crochet. Hello, hello, welcome in. I'm not entirely sure what I want to paint today. Blessed to Crochet says, don't worry, there's a couple canvases on the way. I'm pretty sure my dad has that with him and is going to deliver it, unless it's a different package. So I'm pretty excited. At the Prospect, Life is a Dreamin'. Hello, hello. I was looking around the house. Life is a Dreamin' says that's clever. I was looking around the house and I used to have little pieces of plywood that were like shelves at one point or something, and I must have thrown them away because I couldn't find them. But there was this, and these thumbtacks went right through the sidewall of this briefcase. So I don't imagine that'll be a problem later for regular briefcase use, but I guess we'll find out. So I guess we just need to decide what base we want to start with. I'm really liking starting with like 2 different colors and then kind of blending them together in the middle. Allow me to think for a moment, and we'll see if I can come up with an idea while I'm thinking. What's going on, Dale? Welcome in. Good evening, afternoon. Blessed to Crochet. No, it's a different package because I mailed out the candy corn and everything yesterday. Okay, noted. Duly noted. Christy Hughes, hello, hello. Should I get my my Bob Rockin' Ross wig? It's over there. We can put the wig on a little while I think of an idea. Otherwise, literally just gonna have to go with something, which is fine. No problem. Just going with something. We're not in any hurry whatsoever. My Einstein wig. All righty. I wonder what this wig is actually supposed to be. It's a hand-me-down. I've received it from someone. I'm really feeling yellow today. Okay, we're going to go with a yellow-ish background. I'm going to take some Naples yellow. Look at that. 0223, baby. And maybe what are my primaries? Red, yellow, and blue. You know what? Actually, I'm calling the audible, changing my mind. We're going to go with green. We're going to go with green pale. 0605. You know, honestly, we're going to do green and yellow. How about that? We don't have to change our mind. We can use both. Thank you, Christy. You're so sweet. Dave Mustaine on crack. That's me, baby. That's definitely me. Although I quit smoking. Put the crack pipe down a while ago, thankfully. It's a scary run, folks. I tell you what. It's a scary run. All right. Now, I want to kind of spread this as much as possible. So So I'm going to put some water in there, not too much though, because it dissolves the crap out of the paint. Kind of mix that around. Now my briefcase is going to get paint on it. But I've decided, ooh, maybe I should have wiped the briefcase down, huh? I've decided I don't care. I think the briefcase might have some dirt on it. We're going to roll with it for now and address it later if we need to. Maybe that's just some dirt that's going to be a part of the painting now. Happy little accident dirt. Maybe I should put the water on the canvas after putting the yellow undiluted on next time. I'm going to put that in my little memory bank of things to remember next time. But this is a nice soft yellow. Maybe this will be our sky, right? And I would like it to be less linear because nature doesn't do straight lines. As I make straighter lines. Okay, this time we're not going to water it down. We're going to also give it some deference here. Deference. Making words up and placing them where they don't go, that's okay. Now I feel like that's pretty much the same effect. It's just more concentrated. Very interesting. I have a thing for sunsets. This might just become another autumn day or something. Maybe that dirt will be like debris blown by the wind or something. Huh. I feel like I made short work of that yellow paint I put down. I wonder if I'm missing something here as far as technique goes. Looks quite all right. Looks quite all right for now. Although it could definitely be thicker up in that corner. Maybe I should just for background's sake. Jane Aldrich, what's going on? Good to see you. TC, hello. AZ sunsets are the most beautiful, says TC. I agree. I haven't been able to catch a bunch of good ones. I've just a select few. I need to figure out where the lookout points are, what the good sunset spots are in Tucson. Good afternoon, Kevin. What's going on, my dude? For my happy little adjustments. Hope you're having a great day, Jane. Shout out to Jane. Jane Aldrich. Kristen Melinda, what's going on? I wonder if that's from the brush or from the briefcase. All right, let's hit that green, right? Yes, this hair is in my face. Hey, Mocked, good to see you. Oh, this one's not open. We haven't used this one yet. This will be fun. What happened to the tax I had? 1 second, please hold. Usually it kind of explodes a little bit. That time it did not. Wow, that was a lot. Cool. Cool. Actually, let's put a little bit more than that down. This paint is quite a bit thicker than that other stuff I have, I think. Maybe I'm remembering wrong. How's everyone's weekend going? Happy Saturday to all. Indigo Twin, yo, yo. Probably should have put that more centered, but we're just going to spread it out. It'll be fine. I keep putting my first stroke with the glob on the edge instead of in the center. But they'll just be more, it'll be darker right there. So I guess that's a happy little mistake too. It'll be fun. Bob Ross really taught us many good things, you know, like rolling with the punches, like happy little accidents, happy little trees. It's really all good in the neighborhood, so to speak, you know? We're going to need even more. I think I'm going to dip into a different green, though, just because I can. And this one's called emerald green. It's slightly lighter. Well, I don't know if that's the right word, lighter. Slightly different shade than the green pale that we were just using. This one's emerald green, number 0615. I don't know if this number system is universal. Like, does it apply to other brands or just the color kingdom? I'm not certain, but you know, for future reference, 0615 emerald green. Okay. Put some of this down in the same spot as the other green because I don't really care that much. It's gonna blend together and all that anyways. In fact, I'm not even gonna, ooh, look at that. That is more emerald. I don't know if you guys can see. It's more of like a Ninja Turtle green. I'm not a big fan of the white poking through, at least in the way where I can see that texture of the canvas. I don't like that. I feel like it doesn't look good. So I always try to kind of smooth that out. But at the same time, when I do smooth that out, I end up creating just as undesirable sorts of strokes and lines that are also unnatural. So it's always, I feel like it's always a little tricky uh, handling it because I don't have to get rid of all the white to please my brain. But I do want to limit that checkered effect like that. It might not look the same on the camera, but you know what I mean if you've painted at all. You know exactly what I mean. In fact, if you've painted at all, you probably know a thing or two more about painting than I do, and you might even have a better solution. This is only the background anyway, so it doesn't really matter. We might actually do another background today. I haven't decided yet. I originally thought that we might do like a bunch of prep. Part of my excitement for getting these bigger canvases was so that we would not blow through a project so quickly, right? But part of that's just going to be me hanging out and not painting the whole time. Jeremy Fowler, what's going on? Yeah, we're rocking it. We're rocking it. We don't really know where this goes, and I'm not sure we really care. Bob Ross, great quote. Love that guy. Rest in peace. Rest in power. You drive safe out there, Kristen. Flick Fox says I was up till 5 a.m. with my bestie, so I didn't bother going to sleep. It's now 9:30 p.m. I'm over being tired and might actually have a genuine tantrum. Well, I support it. Just try and when we let go of those kinds of emotions, I just try and direct it in a way that's not going to affect other people. Like if in my own space, one of the things that this temple is for getting angry, for letting out that kind of stuff. Um, Now, if I beat my coffee table to death, probably not the best use of that emotion, right? Probably not the best use of my anger and frustration, but I've done it. I've done it. So sometimes you got to do what you got to do. I'm not suggesting you beat coffee tables to death now, folks. Just to be clear. Well, this is fun. It's good to see all of you. I'm gonna rinse this brush off, I think. Maybe I'll do some blending actually real quick. Interesting. Maybe I need to not dry it that much. There we go. There we go. Sometimes I mumble to myself. I'm going to work on that as well. I know you guys probably want to hear what I have to say, so I'll try not to mumble it. It's hard because this is kind of like performing fire, because doing fire dancing is for me, but then like looking the audience in the eyes and being present for the performance is like it's difficult. So this is kind of the same thing. I'm doing art, but also presenting it. So I need to learn how to, be present for both. But you're also going to see me in this interesting, vulnerable space where I'm just kind of in my own little zone, right? I'm in my own little world, but I'm also trying to bring you in. It's still so linear, dude. Okay, cool. Cool. Yeah, from there, we're going to rinse this brush out and we're going to talk about it. It's way too linear. I'm going to redo that straight line that's the part between the colors, or blend it, or we're going to do something with it. But we're going to try something ambitious again. We're going to see how it goes. I am going to go for an autumn scene. Although I've got the colors wrong already, but maybe the yellow base on the back is okay for that, because it'll be like golden sunlight coming through the blue sky and the leaves. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. We're gonna go for something ambitious. You know how we do. In over my head as usual. Rose K, good to see you. Welcome in. I'm glad it's more of a playful tantrum, says Flick Fox. That's good. That is a good thing. I'm gonna go get some water. Is this it? Might have to make a water run after this. The filter for my water filter needs to be replaced, so I'm on that water bottle life. Easily add orange to make it fall-like. Endless possibility. 100%. The world is my canvas. Well, this canvas is my canvas, but sky's the limit. You know. You know. Maybe we'll go with that. What do you guys think? For the orange, we're adding yellow ochre or burnt sienna. Very different oranges, but they're going to go on top of the yellow. Not all of it, but some of it. What do you think? Viewer choice. Burnt sienna, yellow ochre. Put a 1 up for yellow ochre or put a 2 up for burnt sienna. I guess I'll keep them here so that we can check them out. If you're driving, do not participate. Looking at you, Kristen Melinda. Got 2 for the 2s. Got 2 for burnt sienna. Any disagreement? No? Robin Miners, good to see you. Life is a Dream and also concurs. Didn't hear the numbers over the crunching of my crisps. 2 for burnt sienna, 1 for yellow ochre. We're gonna put some orange into the yellow. Not all of it, but you know, we're gonna change it up with one of these oranges. I'm also thinking burnt sienna though. I'm also thinking burnt sienna. Flick Fox says 1. Uh-oh. The boat council has spoken. I think we're going to go burnt sienna. You're all right, Flick. That's totally fine. This is a paint democracy. It's totally fine. It's a friggin' paint democracy. All right, busting out that burnt sienna number 0411. Let's not use 2 palettes though. Green, yellow, let's go orange. It's like a brown burnt orange. It's gonna turn out very interestingly. I'm gonna put more than that, more than I did down. I keep ending up not having as much as I want. I'm so loath to use all the paint though, because then I won't have the paint, and I love the paint, you know? I guess that's part of painting. You got to use your paint. Mumbo jumbo nonsense coming out my mouth. But it's okay. I'm going to stop before it goes south and start painting. What's up with this waiting? I'm taking a lot of the excess paint off my brush. I'm going to try and not take over the yellow, although it kind of looks like that's what's going to happen. In fact, I don't think I needed all of that. I think this is plenty for our purposes here. In fact, it might even be beneficial if I don't fill in all this space. Sometimes you got to lift the hair so you can see what you're doing, you know? Wow, I really like that. Son of a biscuit, eating bulldog, that's fantastic. You know? Whoever voted 2 is awesome. I mean, the ones are awesome too, but that's a nice contrast. You like that? I still feel like maybe I should leave it uneven with the space there. We can put something on the right side. I don't know. Hello, Butterfly, aka Pajama Pixie, aka Wendy B Dub. Oh, wait, did I catch it live and we're painting? Yep, that's right. We are here. Welcome in, Pajama Pixie. Good to see you, Wendy. B Dub. I am pretty cool, allegedly. Yeah, you're all right. I'm just kidding. No, of course you're pretty cool. No, I think that this was a great color choice, don't you? We have selected well, folks. Yeah, happy little tree on the right side. That's what I was thinking. Some happy little clouds. We definitely are not done. We are definitely not done. Um, and we can't be burning through entire paintings in one day, right? I'm going to try and boil it down to sessions that have purpose, right? So, or phases even. Like, I don't know if this will work with every painting, but for example, this would be like the prep, right? The background. We're putting the sky down, the ground, changing all that white to something else. And maybe we could start putting some details in. There'll be a detail day, right, where we do, I don't know, details. It'll be like the last day will be the detail day. But then there should be, I think there's a phase in between, where we're not quite doing details, but we're definitely done with the background. So I'm not entirely sure, but I'm thinking about it. Thinking about it. Obviously, I'm not going to try and fit my creativity into like a box of 3 days. We're going to get this done in 3 days. I'm not going to do that, but I would like to get some sort of regularity or system down to. But maybe that's unrealistic. Maybe we're just gonna have to roll with the punches regardless. I'm using acrylic, Pajama Pixie, and this is a canvas that I thumbtacked to a briefcase. That's what we're working with today. Acrylic paint. I've got some cheap brushes. Got an array of different brushes and sizes and shapes and whatnot. We've got some water, some acrylic paint, and this briefcase canvas. That's all we need, baby. That's all we need. No, maybe there are some things that could make it even better, but I'm just learning. I actually, the first time I ever painted was live on stream with you guys the first time we did this. So I'm absolutely fresh, brand new, but I've found out since starting to do this that I love doing this. I love painting. So, in fact, I've been saving myself for you guys. I've been not painting because I don't want to burn out on the paint creativity and energy and like then not be able to do the stream because then my integrity will suffer because I told you guys I'd do it. So I have been not painting alone so that I can paint with you guys. B. Hendricks, what's going on? Please keep going with the lesson. Calhoun Ross, I really like this. I promise. We are definitely going to keep this up. Consistency is a hard goal for me to reach, but I'm always chasing it. So this is becoming more and more consistent. I think we're going to be just fine. Robin Miner says, painting is soothing, but I like painting walls. What's your opinion of white walls, Robin Miners? Don't Paint Alone album name right there. That is a great album name. I love coming up with band names and album names. It's always a fun time with the boys or the girls. My Uncle Johnny's texting me. They're on their way here. So he wants me to come downstairs, and I told him, why don't you come on up? I'm live. So hopefully that's how this plays out. We'll see. Oh, and I didn't even consider that, Robin. Robin said she prefers painting walls. And now I'm reading that Indigo Twin is asking, do you do one color or murals? I didn't even picture, this is me being thick, guys. I didn't even picture like a big mural or anything like that. I just thought, you like changing the color of your home decor, How thick of me. I bet you do really cool stuff, don't you? Well, it is a vital question, Flick. Flick Fox says opinion on white walls. Again, with the vital question, Spanx. It's absolutely vital. I think white walls are pretty much the standard, right? But man, does it hurt my friggin' eyes. It's atrocious. I hate the white wall obsession that our society has. Like even just a little bit off. Like my walls are not white, which thankfully this brick wall behind me is, but the other ones are like a soft gray. If every wall in the house is white, I'm just blinded all day long. I can't even do it. I can't even handle it. I mean, genuinely painting the walls to change the colors is awesome. I also there's something happens in my brain when pretty colors are around, or if I'm like painting pretty colors. It does nice things inside my brain. It feels good. White walls are good for hanging lots of colorful artwork, says Casey. This is 100%. That's it, the purpose of the white walls, in my opinion. That's why we're obsessed with white walls. We just want to cover them up. That's my opinion. Mocked is also aggravated by the white walls. See, I'm not alone. Yeah, I guess if I'm hanging paintings, I wouldn't want other colors. That is a good point I hadn't considered at all, Indigo. All right, let's think about what we're gonna do here, I think. Hmm. Sometimes you just gotta look at it and let your imagination go. Kind of like a form of meditation. They say when you meditate, you're supposed to like just observe the thoughts that come into your head and just like allow them to pass or whatever and not hold on to them and not fixate on certain thoughts and not control the direction of the thoughts. Um, that's kind of what I do when I just stare at my painting and just kind of let my imagination go. That's kind of exactly what I'm doing. I'm just looking at the painting and then letting my mind go. Um, and all kinds of stuff comes to mind. I tell you what. But it can be sifted through and harnessed. And maybe you'll see something amazing and then, aha, then you go to work. But often I'll just go in circles, which is fine. What did I do with the other paintings? They're hanging out. In fact, you can see right here, there's the eyeball. That's how I feel, Flick. The perfectionist in me stops me from doing stuff like that. And I guess I don't own the place, so it probably would be a bad place to do it. Here at least. Okay, I've made a decision. I'm going to take this cerulean blue, number 0564. We're going to make a little pond. I'm also going to take some titanium white, number 0105. We're going to use some of that as well. Oh, I almost used the wrong palette again. think I want a different brush. Maybe not. I might put like a grayer version of that blue down on top of it. I think it's too bright. I mean, it is just as bright as all the other colors. Maybe I should instead mute the yellow a bit. I don't know. We'll get to that. Getting a little ahead of ourselves. But initial thoughts, I think the blue is too blue, but it also might just be that the yellow is too yellow. Or maybe it's all just right. Who knows? With lily pads, there we go. I was thinking like a deer drinking some water. Maybe like a little Bambi in a bambette. And also, now that I'm looking at it, this angle on the right here, we're done with that. We don't put up with angles like that. We kindly ask them to leave by painting over them. I really, really like this shade of blue as well. Indigo Twin says that is my favorite shade of blue. Yeah, this cerulean is really cool, isn't it? It is an eye popper for sure. Now, seeing the color through the color bugs my brain, but it also, I think, looks good. So I have to control the urge to put more blue on, which is exactly what I'm having right there. You can't see as much on the camera angle, I don't think, but and that also might be something I do on detail days, like the stuff that I can see that you can't see. We might touch stuff like that up, or just accept it, right, and leave it. But just thoughts, just thoughts. Oh, I gotta go let him in. What's going on, fellas?
How are you?
Good.
Wow.
Getting my paint on.
Yeah, it's quite a look. You're looking good, man. You're looking good.
Thanks, Dad.
So there you go.
I won't get paint on you. I love you.
Love you too.
Uncle Johnny.
Good to see you, dude.
Good to see you. You want to say hello to the stream or not?
Looking awfully D. Schneidery.
Yeah, I like what you've done with your hair.
That's a Johnny hand. Oh my God.
All right.
I love you guys.
Love you too, Spanky. Have a good show.
Thank you. We'll see you later.
Have a great show.
I'm gonna go lock the door. Guess I could have put the paintbrush down, huh? I'm gonna finish that thought, and then we're gonna open this package that my dad dropped off. I think it was too much green. My dad has this energy about him. It always throws me off a little bit. I'm like, oh, so intense. He's an intense character. Really like that shade of blue that is now in the water. It's good blue. You know, another thing, this might just be me not cleaning my brushes very well. That might be the residue that we're seeing. All right. I'm not entirely sure who this is from, but I think it's definitely from a boater. I hesitated there. I'm not supposed to. Some people ask me not to shout them out every time, so I try to obey those wishes. But whoever sent me this, you know who you are. Thank you very much. Okay, maybe we should get a blade. There it is. Success! Oh my. Oh shoot. I don't know if I can do the hair and. Oops. Wowie zowie. Guys. Wowie zowie, dude. Oh, sweet. Kitchen towels for days. Look at all these, and they're all cute with little bears on them. This one's got Christmas stuff. So cute. Stoked. So stoked. And I can't tell you how much I need. I can't tell you how much I need kitchen towels. I mean, needed. No longer. Often laundry day is dictated by how many messes I had to clean up in the kitchen. Oh, this is so cute too. I'm a sucker for flannels, by the way. Check this out. This color scheme is absolutely amazing. Love me a good flannel. And this is perfect material for Tucson. I tell you what, I really like to wear long sleeves, and it's so hot here. This nice thin material. It's going to be perfect. It's going to be perfect. Oh, I shouldn't be doing this in the paint area. Hey, I recognize that. That's a chef shirt. It's getting a little hard to breathe in that thing. I like that though. Thank you. Is it okay to joke about that being my bank robbing disguise? Asks Flick. That's totally fine. And I have a screaming headache today, guys. I tell you what. Casey, when you wait for things to dry, how long do you generally wait? Flick Fox, I have moments like this all the time. Flick says, Spanx, you just freaked me out. The Mandela effect I mentioned is to do with Bambi. We were talking about, Flick and I were talking about a Mandela effect earlier this morning. The Mandela effect I mentioned is to do with Bambi and is just frickin', and you just frickin' mentioned Bambi. I have little moments like this all the time, Flick, where like something will just like divinely happen. I'll be thinking about something and then someone else will talk about it, or that kind of stuff happens so often. It's so weird, so interesting, right? Until it's dry, says Flick, you know. Look at the short sleeve shirt, says Robin. Okay, hold on, hold on. My name's Ron. I work at Dare Gold. See that? That means I'm important. This is like my lab coat. Maybe I will paint in this. Um, I have to be honest. I overlooked this shirt at first glance because it looks just like the chef shirts that I have. But that's not what it is, and that'll teach me to read a book by its cover, eh, Robin? Tampa B man, what's going on? I work for Daragold. Says it right there on the tag. All right. We are now going to attempt to make a much lighter blue. And I think that's just going to involve titanium white and cerulean. Going to take that cerulean to a whole nother level, folks. Mixing off camera, I'm breaking the rules. I'm also opening tubes with one hand, with my nub hand. Inadvisable. Just a bit of white. Get in there. Get in there. Okay, now I can show you what I've done. I wouldn't say that's much lighter, but maybe it's just the right amount. I'm the Mad Painter Mixer. That's right. Johnny says LB Ross 2024. Let's go. Vote for me. Did I eat? Sometimes I get headaches when I don't eat, says Indigo Twin. I had pancakes for breakfast. I could probably use some more protein, though, and maybe some vegetables. I could probably use a more diverse array in my diet. That might be what it is. I've been eating a lot of pizza and pancakes. So maybe I'm missing out on some key vegetables. Short note, Carrie, good to see you. Fabio, that's so funny. My grandma makes fun of me. My mom and my grandma both. My mom and my mom's mom think it's hilarious. They say my long hair reminds them of the Fabio. I can't believe it's not butter commercials. Is Virgo synonymous with perfectionist, Tampa B? Is that what you mean by that? Or like Virgo meaning you're just very grounded and okay. Yeah, I have to let all that go or I'll never get anywhere. All of that perfectionism inside of me, I can't and some of it's a struggle like with the space in between the colors really bothers me. And like, like little spots like this right here and this right here, that really bugs me. This one over here, but it's okay. It's totally fine. Something's going to go there. I'm not going to smear the paint around and make it all crappy. That's one of the ways I'm struggling with it for sure. Or just a biatch, perhaps. I don't think so, Tampa. I think you're fine. I think you're great. We're just passionate humans, We feel strongly about stuff. It's all right. It's part of what makes us human. They are very bright colors, aren't they? I feel like it's unrealistically bright, but that's okay. That's how this one started. It's how it's going to end. Maybe I'll moving forward with our next painting or something like that. We'll dull it down a bit, but I'm still exploring all these different mediums. They're so, that word wasn't the right word for that, but there's still so much to learn. There really is a whole lot. These colors are ridiculously bright, though. You're right. Okay, we're going to lighten this same blue up some more. I'm going to go back in with more cerulean. Less than the last time, though. So I probably want the same amount of paint, but I want it to be even lighter. Take some more titanium white. Maybe a 50-50 split here. Maybe a little tiny bit more blue than white, but I don't know if you guys can see that little smudge podge of white and blue. Now, I'm not sure if I've thought this through enough. Going for it. Not sold, but we're going with it. Definitely not sold on it. Actually hating that, but that's okay. Okay. Now's where we're going to get dicey, but we're going to go for it. Try and blend that sky a little bit. See what happens. Don't know what's going to happen. I have an idea, though. I think it's going to get muddy and crappy. I hope not. Okay, there we go. That's what we wanted there. I think. What is acrylic? What makes acrylic paint acrylic? I assume it's not oil-based, right? Because it's not an oil painting. It's a lot of water. Okay, it was worth it. It was worth it. I just needed to hang in there. It was absolutely worth it. Look at that. That's actually pretty cool, even though it's silly. It doesn't make a whole lot of sense. I do like it. Hmm. Hmm. We just lost all of that hot color, though. All of the orange and the yellow. We didn't necessarily lose it, but it's mostly gone and cool now, right? So I'm going to introduce some pink to the top side. And again, I'm envisioning like a deer taking a sip of water, maybe a tree with some fall colors. Tree on the right side, Bambi on the left, and then maybe something between them, right? Something on the at the base of the tree or something. Some stuff in the sky, 100%. Acrylic is plastic, says Rose K and Tampa B Man. Thank you for that. Maybe I need to darken everything a little bit if I want it like a muddier painting. Indigo Twin says you can darken using black or lighten using white. Jeremy Fowler, thank you for saying that. It's pretty, Cap. I appreciate that. I do like pretty colors. Nothing wrong with some pretty colors, eh? Suspended in acrylic polymer emulsion and plasticizers. Those are some words. No, Google is definitely what I turn to, though, I'll tell you what. I guess acrylic is fancy for plastic because silicone means plastic. I mean, it's a specific kind, right? Plasticizer. Polymer is also plastic, just a specific way to refer to plastic. Are you painting on luggage or using it as an easel? Asks Tampa B Man. I am painting on luggage. I bought this 10-pack of canvases and realized that they're actually just canvases. There's no backing or anything. So I was looking around in my house for something that I could paint on, and this was all I had. I have tacked it straight through the sidewall of this briefcase. So hopefully, I mean, I guess it doesn't really matter. I'm also painting on the side of this briefcase. I most likely will continue to use the briefcase, like for regular briefcase activities. So that's fine, whatever. We'll put stickers on it. Hopefully those tiny tack holes I don't see why that would be a problem. I guess I wouldn't want the briefcase wet anyways, right? So I would love to look into this and learn how to do this. Tampa B Man says I actually make my own paints with pigments. That's pretty friggin' cool. Build some happy little trees? Absolutely, TC. We are going to. Is that a Bob Ross quote, TC? Trees cover up a multitude of sins. There's nothing wrong with having a tree as a friend. Bob Ross quotes. That's really cool. I think, I want to do more, right? But my heart is telling me that it's time to take a break, lest I start to make reckless mistakes. So that being said, I'm very happy with what we've done today. I would like to paint all day long with you, but I'm going to call it right here, I think, because when I listen to my heart and when I listen to my gut, especially in matters of creativity as well as matters of import, but especially in matters of creativity, um, it works out better that way. I had to remember what the heck I was trying to say. Yeah, so if I call it now, it's better in the long run. It always is. Matters of creativity. I always try to listen to my gut, to my heart. Even if part of me wants to argue with that other part that says, oh, let's just call it, it's fine. And because I'm doing that, I will also have the will and desire to clean my brushes and my easel and all my stuff up so I can keep my things nice so I don't have to replace them. That'll be good too. Yeah, we haven't done anything green at all. I was feeling very green and I love blue and I was picturing this little pond scene. So this was what we went with. It worked out very well, guys. I didn't see that movie yet, TC. I really, really need to. Maybe I'll go ahead and do that today. I would love to see that movie. I love Owen Wilson and I love Bob Ross. Uncle Johnny used a potato as a phone stand, so I'm in good company. Heck yeah. Do you wet the canvas beforehand? Is that what you're saying, Mocked? Mocked says, I usually wet the canvas if I blend with acrylics. Or is like doing it afterwards and then blending the colors like that okay, like I did? Like obviously we can both see the results of what I did, right? I was reading this. Rose K says wash your brushes with soap too. I have not every time, but I have taken the soap to them a couple times. It does do a big difference. Don't ever forget to sign your work. Own that thing. Absolutely. In fact, I know I've been signing these TLB, which is fine, but I'm gonna try and come up with my own little signature. For now, TLB will suffice. No one else is signing their paintings with the lifeboat logo. I tell you what. And if they are, that's freaking cool. Isopropyl will get acrylic paint out of clothes. Okay. Very, very good to know. This is what I need to know, Tampa B. These are the important facts. Usually do it beforehand, but I also re-wetted them before. Interesting. Would you use like a squirt bottle or, just getting a small amount of water on there somehow? I'm going to have to play with these ideas and techniques. And thank you for sharing them with me, guys, by the way. Thank you very much for your tips and tricks. I need them. I need all the skills. I'm going to be a great painter one day. I also spray the back of my canvas to get it like a drum. Interesting. Squirt bottle. Okay, okay. Thanks, guys. One more time, let's get some ones up for anyone out there that needs them, all right? ASAP Lizzie, good to see you. Looking a bit like Edgar Winter today. That or any random glam rocker from those days, the 80s. Yeah, I enjoy this music quite a bit. And I don't think that the headbanging works quite as well with the wig, but yeah, it kind of wants to come off when I do the around the world. We can do this. Put some hairspray in it and we're good to go. All right, guys. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday. Stay tuned later this evening. My dad will be going live most certainly. Beaker, as in the Muppet. One of my favorite Muppets of all time. Tampa B Man says, I saw Beaker when I first turned this on. You like the different looks, ASAP? I am working on it. I have lots of costume stuff. This may be my only wig, but maybe we'll bust into some of the other stuff one day. You're funny, TC. You're super funny. All right, guys. Have a wonderful Saturday. Much love to all of you. Thanks for being here.